Hey everyone, Argos here, back with another satisfactory video. Today we're gonna look at how update 4 broke my save and if we can fix it. First, a quick look at what changes have been made in between my last video and before update 4 dropped. The starter base, which actually is not very productive anymore, it's not producing much items anymore, is now finally decorated. Here's how it looked before. This is how it looks now. I also built this huge stack of storage bins, so we have enough heat sinks, radio control units and supercomputers. And over here at this side I built this enormous stack just for L-clad aluminium sheets. So let's see what happens when we start our world in update 4. Well, that doesn't start good. One of our power grids shut down. But apparently it's not the main power grid, because these machines are still online, so thank God for that. Production is actually still going, but that's of course because there's still stuff on the belts here. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot that's broken right now. Let's see, refineries, aluminium scrap. This is now expecting coal, but we're bringing in petroleum coke. So yeah, that's broken. And I think like radio control units were supposed to change. Let's see what this is doing. Yeah, this is now expecting high-speed connectors, but we're bringing in, let's see, yeah, supercomputers. So yeah, this is changed as well, of course. This is now expecting electromagnetic control rods and rotors. We're not producing electromagnetic control rods at all. So, and that's all. The changes are mostly on this floor, maybe even only on this floor, well, also on the bauxite processing facility, but otherwise all the issues should be located just on this floor. So let's get to fixing that. Oh God, the darkness sets in. No more permaday mod, everything is dark. So we need to get in lights here. I can't see very much in the warehouse. So that's something we need to fix now. We need to look at the power grid. I'm sure there's some stuff that can now be researched. Oh yeah, the zip line. Power switch. So we need to start checking that. Maybe start scanning a hard drive for some new alternates. But maybe let's see what we can unlock in the hub now. I already have this. Oh, guess I need to unlock it again. So tier 7 is still everything unlocked. But this is all new now. Nuclear power. advanced aluminium production changed, so we need to unlock that again. The hover pack, yeah, I want a hover pack. Leading edge technology. That's the turbo motors. Well, I already have those unlocked, but this is new, so probably we need to unlock it again for that. And then we have particle enrichment. So I think we can unlock most. Well, we have to build some electromagnetic control rods. I don't have those. I have all the materials for this, and these are new, so we have to produce these. And these are new. Oh, well, we have a lot of production to do. Right. And we still have that power outage. We have lots and lots to do. Let's first figure out where the power failed. Okay, I found the issue with the power grid. It's actually a small backup power grid that provides the power to a single oil extractor, a single refinery and a few pumps to create fuel to bootstrap our fuel factory. And this power grid is powered by a single geothermal generator, and these changed as well. Their output is now flexible. There are several ways we can fix it, but the quickest now is just to hook up the backup power grid to the main power grid and be done with it. And I found another change because of update 4. This manufacturer is now offline. This was producing our batteries, and it's now just producing nothing. It doesn't even have a recipe anymore. And that is because we don't have the battery recipe unlocked anymore, apparently. So let's quickly unlock that again. Okay, so I found out why the battery recipe is gone, because it's now not produced in a manufacturer anymore, but in the blender. However, there is apparently an alternate recipe that produces the batteries like we do it right now, so we should unlock that at some point. Let's throw a hard drive in the MAM and hope we unlock that recipe soon. So what I really want to unlock right now is the hover pack. That would make building in this world without mods much easier. But we need cooling systems for that, and to unlock that we need the advanced aluminum production, which needs alclad casings. We can already produce these. But to fix the turbo motors we need electromagnetic control rods, which is unlocked in the nuclear power. So we already have these items, so let's first select this milestone, get some items in, and the MAM is complete. I hope we've got the alternate battery recipe. First, let's send off. Boom! Milestone unlocked.
Uranium scanning unlocked. With the provided buildings and parts, you can now set up nuclear power generation, which balances an increase of fuel production complexity with improved power output. A new project part enables progress to the next phase. Note, this method of power generation creates nuclear waste.
Thank you, Miss Ada. Still not the battery recipe, but we can now automate miners. That's interesting. A new recipe for scrap. That's also interesting. And this is a very interesting recipe as well. Oh boy, what to pick here? Let's do this one. And let's throw in another hard drive. I really want that new battery recipe. While we're waiting for that, let's build an alclad casings factory. We're not using this production line, so let's make some room here and start producing the casings here. So we need aluminium ingots for that. We can bring those in from our L-clad floor. So I already stocked up on aluminum ingots, so we'll just have to bring these down and start making casings. So I've brought down those aluminum ingots to this floor, added some constructors, and we now have a initial production line for the casings. And we're bringing it to the warehouse, in which I've added lights, by the way. So I've done that as well. We now have some green lights, blue lights, and floodlights, just white, for when it's dark, to light up this area. And the warehouse will have to extend as well. So we have the casings coming in here. But there are a lot more new items. So we have frames and coolant systems and a few more items that we now need to produce. So we need to extend the warehouse with a couple of bins here. Add more lights, and we need to start producing those cooling systems. And the coolant system needs nitrogen gas, so here we are at the nitrogen gas well. Our main base is here and the gas well is here, and we're bringing a pipe all the way to the base. To get the nitrogen into our main base. And here we have the nitrogen gas coming into our factory. I've put it underneath our item bridge here because, well, the bridge is full and we can suspend the pipes from the ceiling, so there we are. And inside the factory, we bring it in. And here we are producing cooling devices. And over here, we're producing the fused modular frames. And this is just all for the warehouse. Now up here in the aluminium and turbo motors production hall, things have changed a bit as well, mostly just in recipes, because there was a recipe that takes petroleum coke again, like it used to in update 3. Basically all the ratios have changed, but it's possible to update an existing production line and change it so that it still works. The ratios for heat sinks have changed as well, but by overclocking the machines we can actually still produce the amount of heat sinks we need. Radio control units recipe has changed as well. We're now bringing in the high-speed connectors instead of supercomputers here. And we're bringing in the correct items for the turbo motors. However, we're not producing 10 turbo motors a minute anymore. We can now produce about 5 per minute. And finally, down here, behind the warehouse, I've set up a temporary production line that produces the final items for the space elevator. So we have a production line here that produces the director system. There's a production line here that produces magnetic field generators. There's a production line here that produces the thermal propulsion rockets. And there's this one, the big boy, the particle accelerator, which actually takes several floors of my base, but luckily I had the room here. I just cut out some floors. I had some unused space here. And this is producing the nuclear pasta. All the space elevator parts are collected on a single belt. And brought out here to our new drone port. And this drone will deliver the parts to the space elevator. And we already have some items collected here, and it will take quite some time until it's finished. But in the end, this is just for the employee of the planet. So there's no rush here. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did and want to see more of my world, give me a subscribe on YouTube. And if you want to stay up to date on my progress in this world, I'm streaming regularly on Twitch, so follow me there for more updates.